Friends, welcome to the Study of Education channel. In this video, we are going to learn universalization and parochialization. This is a very important sociology concept that may come to your in your examination and is also very important to know. So before we actually go deep into this concept, we have to know what little tradition and great tradition means. Without knowing little tradition and great tradition, you cannot understand universalization and parochialization. So bear with me in this video, and we are going to discuss with great examples, and it will be very easy for you to understand these concepts. So first, let's understand who gave this concept, how this universalization and parochialization came into picture. The concept of great tradition and little tradition were put forward by Robert Redfield, an American anthropologist, through his study of peasant society in Mexico. Later, these concepts were taken up by Milton singer McKim Marriott in their respective studies in India. So now you're familiar. Robert Redfield was the scientist or an anthropologist, you can say, who gave the concept great tradition and little tradition. And this concept was later put forward by Milton singer McKim Marriott in their respective books. You can either remember or you can note down the name of the books for your examination. Structure and Change in Indian Society and Village India by McKim Marriott. So before going into the concept of little tradition and great tradition, let us understand what actually tradition means. So traditions refers to the pattern of beliefs, values, custom, behavior, knowledge, which are transmitted from one generation to another by means of socialization process within a given population. So this is the definition of tradition. I hope it is clear. Tradition is our pattern of behavior, our culture that we follow, that is indigenous to us, that is different for every person living in a different corner, or you can say an American has their own traditions, an Indian has their own tradition. So I hope you are clear with the term tradition. Now let's dive into the topic little tradition. So what is little tradition? Little tradition is followed by the unlettered mass. What do you mean by unlettered mass? It means that unorganized mass or mass of people, or you can say crowd, or it will be better to say people of a specific community, of a specific place. It is confined to a specific place, for example a village or a district. Usually these are unrecorded, that is, there is no mention of little tradition that are followed in parts of India in classical text or anywhere else. They are always transmitted. And how would they are transmitted? They are transmitted through with the help of stories, dance and proverbs. They are not written anywhere in classical text or scripture. They are just transmitted through means of generation to generation, through means of communication, through oral stories, right, and through riddles, proverbs. I hope it is clear. As the name suggests itself, such traditions remain confined because they are not mentioned to religious text, so that people can have access. People of country can have access. Hence, they remain confined to a specific place. And what is great tradition? It refers to the tradition upheld by the educated, reflective few. So this is the tradition that is mostly followed by the educated, reflective, noble people. Such tradition find mention in classical texts. They are usually recorded, and they have mention in classical text. They are written down in scriptures. They have mention in scriptures. They have mentions in other books. And they are usually followed all over the country, you can say. or all over the people of a certain religion. They are mostly transmitted by prized religious readers. Let's see an example. For example, the main festivals or main philosophy of Hinduism, Buddhism and Jainism is written, and it is found in literary references as they come under great tradition, and almost every Hindu follows the path of Hinduism. They don't have a different rituals. They mostly have the same. They celebrate Holi, Diwali. Every Hindu celebrates Holi, Diwali. So this Holi, Diwali is a part of great tradition. But certain festivals like Bonalu, Bathukamma, which is celebrated in Telangana, it does not find its mention in classical text. Hence, it is called literary tradition. I hope with the help of the example, the difference between literary tradition and great tradition is clear to you. Now, these two concepts will help us to understand our main concept, universalization and parochialization. So, who was the scientist, or you can say anthropologist, who gave the term universalization and parochialization? It was McKim Marriott. Marriott has conceptualized two processes, universalization and parochialization. So, what is universalization? It refers to the process by which literary tradition get diffused to the so-called elite, educated, and become a part of great tradition. It means that universalization is a process by which the literary tradition get universalized. That is, earlier the literary tradition was confined to a certain place, but with some means of transmission or communication, the literary tradition has got its popularity, and it has now been followed by many people around the world. So hence a process of universalization has happened. So this process is called universalization, by which the literary tradition become a part of a great tradition. For example, there is a Sabarimala Sabarimala temple in India, which is the you can say where Lord Ayyappa is worshipped. Earlier, few centuries, or you can say few decades ago, this temple was not so popular. This was a part of a literary tradition. The locals of there used to go to the temple, offer their prayers. But after some time, after a decade, this temple has gained its popularity. They are different from different parts of the world. People come to this temple with their wishes, and this place has become a very worship place now. So this temple, which was earlier a part of a glitter tradition, has now become a great tradition, you can say. So a universalization has happened. Now, what is parochialization? It refers to the process by which great tradition is imbibed in unlettered mass and become a part of literary tradition. For example, let's understand this term with the help of an example. N.K.Bose in his study showed that there is a Juang tribe. Okay, there is a Juang tribe, an indigenous tribe of India, who has adopted some Hindu rituals. So earlier, Juang tribes had their literary tradition, but now they are following some Hindu traditions. So now these little traditions of theirs get mixed with the great traditions, and they are now following the Hindu rituals. So that is what has happened is that their little tradition, the great tradition has now become a part of a little tradition. So this process is known as parochialization. It is just the opposite of universalization. So there is no, I think there is no need to get confused between the two. I hope the term is clear. And if it is still not clear to you, you can comment your doubt. I will help you out. Here is the diagram for your reference. You can just see this diagram and understand the complete process. This is a flow chart, you can say, and you can draw this flow chart in an examination. It will fetch you more marks. And I hope this two process is very clear to you, and you have no doubt. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe and share to see more upcoming videos on political science, sociology and other educational video of English literatures. Thank you so much for watching, and you can also comment down your doubt.